What's going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. I was on Marketplace and this morning, and the guy that had this bike posted it the night before, I believe, and I just was on Facebook Market as my daily routine, and I came across this about 30 minutes from me, pretty local. 2002 CBR954RR. When I was messaging the guy, I thought it was the 954 because they also had the 954s that they made for a couple years, and they have the same exact fairing kit, same everything, but they're just 54cc difference. And then I got there and it was the actual 900cc, pretty much limited edition bike. I don't think it's the actual fire edition, the Fireblade, but it is limited edition. They didn't make a lot of them. Well, let me tell you this, Austin. This is how much the guy knew. I was messaging him asking if the bike has ever been laid down, if there's any bad scratches on it. And he said, no, they ain't, the pegs and everything seem good. He said, the highway pegs, he said, they ain't got no scratches on them. Highway pegs. And I'm just sitting there thinking, it's a sport bike. There's no such thing as a highway peg. I said, those are frame sliders, buddy. Those are meant for if you crash the bike to protect your frame and your bike from getting completely destroyed. Or yeah, that's probably just somebody's doing. But we got the tank off. We checked the fuel pump, made sure it primed. As you see, the fuel shot right there. Good pressure coming from the fuel pump, so that's a good sign. We can mark that off the list. Next, we're taking the intake out, possibly spraying some carb cleaner, starting fluid down in the intake itself, and seeing if that's an issue.
Somebody has used some electrical / HVAC wire for
that's a thick one of those thick copper wires.
Yeah.
Not even.
I don't even want to know how they have it wired in here. Or this.
And they try to solder copper to.
Well, you can. It's just I don't know what they tried soldering to. It's nothing. They just melted it on the plastic.
Got the injectors out now. We're getting those cleaned up. Wire man over here is getting all the wiring looking nice and neat, because somebody previously tried to solder and they did a job probably that I would do. Yeah, they did a job, but not a good one, and they decided to try to fix that. So hopefully we can get that somewhat decent. Fix these up. Those are looking nice. So let's get all this wiring issue fixed up first. We made sure we had spark. We got good spark for the battery life that's in the battery. Like I said, get the injectors clean. Pretty much throw it back together to the point where we can fire it up, and hopefully it's just something simple. We got all the wiring pretty much back to OEM. I mean, it looks super nice under there. Got it all heat shrinked and all the wires good to go. We cleaned the injectors, made sure those solenoids inside the injectors still clicked and worked. We checked one spark plug and made sure it had spark. The rest of the 3 spark plugs, we haven't had a time to check them out. It's getting super late and he's got to get home, and I'm going to lay down. It's about 11 o'clock. And the next step on the bike, probably tomorrow or so, is to take the rest of the 3 spark plugs out. How the spark plugs are made, they just have the little bitty wire tip, so that could easily, get burned out, just depending on how the bike's been rode and how long it's been sitting. So we could have a fouled plug, could have a burnt plug. So we'll just pull those plugs out tomorrow and check the rest of those. And if they're not they should be, $6-7 a piece. We might just run and get four new ones, just slap it in it, and go from there. the next night, and I've been kind of working on it on and off all day, off camera, just to try to see what I could figure out. And I drained the tank, completely put fresh gas in it. I was diagnosing the gas, which is fresh gas in that jug over there, but I poured some of the old gas into a clear bottle, went and got some new gas, poured it into a clear bottle, and kind of compared the two. And the old gas that was in the tank, super dark brown almost, and the fresh gas was clear, like a lot clear, and that's how it's supposed to be. So that was a telltale sign right there that was bad gas that's been sitting for a very long time. After further getting into the bike, I tore off this plastic and I found some wires that was completely melted. I have the plug here somewhere I can show you. This is the rectifier and stator wire, completely melted in two, like we're together pretty much. So I just had to cut the wires and just splice them direct together, which worked. I brought back spark, strong spark. Thankfully, the rectifier and stator didn't burn out. I guess it's some electrical issue happened in that plug. Maybe they touched or something like that and caused them to spark and burn. But fixed that. Haven't been able to get a battery yet. Just been jumping it off for now. I'm just trying to get everything running right. These grips are just super terrible. Like, this is the whole throttle tube itself. Like normal, it's supposed to have a white throttle tube, and then you put whatever grips on it you want. This thing is junk, and it literally, as you can see, you can twist it and it just sticks in place. So I need to get new throttle tubes, some new grips, some new levers, because those things are ready just to cut your fingers off. Clean the injectors out, made sure those had good pressure, and the solenoids in those worked. Those seemed to check out. I was able to get it started off starting fluid this morning, which was exciting. And then once I got everything cleaned out in the tank, got fresh gas in it, we was actually able to get it running. Always awesome to find treasures pretty much on Facebook Marketplace that people, honestly, some people will tell you that they don't know nothing about the bike, and they're lying just to sell the bike to you. And then you got, honestly, some people that really don't know anything, and you come across a couple of those every once in a while, and you're able to get whatever it is for a good, great, decent deal, and you take it home and you're able to fix it, just a couple hours cleaning some stuff out, getting it all looked over. And something simple like this is a few little wires and just getting old gas out, new gas in, and we was able to get this bike that's been sitting for probably a good year, I would say, up and running again. But let me get you hooked up on the jumper cables, and let's get a start up for you guys. Using the good old Beat and its tiny battery, even though it sucks a lot of juice out of this to try to start the bike, because even though this car has a smaller engine, believe it or not, has a smaller engine than this bike here. It's a 900cc engine, and this is a 660cc 3-cylinder. This is a 900cc 4-cylinder. So that's pretty crazy that this Honda convertible has pretty decently sized smaller engine and so much slower than this CBR. Little fun fact for you guys. We might have enough juice to start it without cranking the Beat. I've been having to start it, but we may be able to get lucky for just a second. Yeah, I don't even think it's played up yet. There it is. Yep, ain't got enough juice. Gonna get the power running through it. You little shit. She sounds pretty mean. I like that exhaust that's on it. I was able to get it. I don't know if it was just because it was burning all that extra fuel out. But earlier today, I was able to get it to shoot a little bit of flames and backfire a little bit. It sounded pretty cool. But for a 900, it sounds pretty nice. When you first start it up, it has a little cam to it. If you're on there as much as I am, you can catch deals as soon as they pop up. And this was one of those deals that I found as soon as it pops up. And I was pretty local to the guy, was able to talk him down a little bit. You can go pick it up the same day. Luckily, I was the first come, first serve that showed up. He had a couple of more guys on the phone when I got there, interested in the bike. In its non-running condition, now we got it running and decently and sounding good. We got it listed back up on Facebook Marketplace. That's episode 2 of Facebook Marketplace Finds. We may do this every once in a while. Find something on Facebook, fix it up, and flip it. It's always good money in it and awesome content for YouTube. But I will catch you guys on the next one. Subscribe if you haven't. Drop a like, comment down below. Let's have a conversation in the comments. And I'll catch you guys later. Peace.